I would like to talk to you about your big break. Everyone at some point will have one. In talking about your big break, I don't want it to come across as though I have had mine yet. I am still in the learning and development stage of my life and my career. I don't want this to come across like I'm speaking from experience, because I'm certainly not. I am speaking from a position of what I've learned thus far and what I can see being true in the future, and how you can prepare yourself for your big break. How you can prepare yourself for that pivotal moment in your career as an artist, as a business person, a photographer, a videographer. When people talk about a big break, they usually mean you've made a ton of money and you're rich and famous and everyone knows your name. When I am talking about a big break, I don't mean that. I mean a pivotal moment in your career, something that changes the trajectory of what you do and your life. And for everyone, their big break is going to look vastly different. No one is going to have the same circumstances that lead up to it. No one is going to have the same circumstances that follow it. The thing about your big break is that there's nothing certain about it. You will never know when it's going to happen or in what circumstances it's going to happen. And it can be a little bit daunting, a little bit nerve-wracking for those facts. But there is a way that you can make sure that when it happens, you're ready to capitalize on it. I was listening to a podcast recently and they were talking about this concept of your big break and how there's a lot of luck involved, but there is, to a degree, some skill involved with this big moment in your career. And that there are two skillful things you can be doing and continue to do for when this moment happens. The first is to be ready. When that big moment comes, when that career-defining project or client or moment, whatever that moment looks like, when it comes, you have to be ready for it. You have to have the skills to capitalize on that moment. And if you don't, it'll move on by. A big part of preparing for this big thing is to be ready, to hone your craft, to practice your skills, to learn new things, learn how to do every part of your job well, so that no matter what the big break moment looks like, no matter what the circumstances are, you can take advantage of it. Because you have the skills built up, the skills practiced to take advantage of it. This mindset specifically of staying ready is something that I am trying to add to my day every single day. Trying to learn or do something just a little bit better than I've ever done it before, or even than I did it yesterday. That's an important thing, is not every day is gonna be the best work you've ever done, 1% better than the last day. Sometimes it's gonna be 50% worse than your best work, but 1% better than the last day. And that's not the end of the world. It's still staying consistent. Practice days are meant to be not some of your best work. Have your skills locked and loaded, ready to go for when the moment is right and it's time to employ those skills to make something happen. And the second point goes hand in hand with the first, and that's don't quit. If you give up before that moment, it won't happen. I don't feel like I need to say that. That's obvious. If you give up before your big break moment, you'll never get there. So the only way for your career to experience a big turning point and a big launch pad into something bigger is to just keep going. The way this ties into being ready is if you're always practicing your skills and you're always learning something, you're always trying to be better, you're trying to learn from people, then that keeps you from quitting. If you're always doing that and that's your goal every day, is to just be a little bit better, it doesn't have to be a giant leap, just being that 0.5% better every single day. If that's your goal, you'll never quit. And those two things work together simultaneously to prepare you for this big moment. And again, I don't feel like I've experienced that moment yet, but I can tell you that what I'm doing right now is trying to be ready for it, staying ready, getting to a point where my skills are just kind of locked and loaded for whenever that moment comes, I can take advantage of it. And I'm not gonna quit. As much as I want to sometimes, I am not going to stop doing this. I'm gonna do it in whatever capacity I do it. That's just what I'm gonna do. I've committed to staying on top of it and not quitting it. That's why I'm continuing to do this YouTube channel every Friday. I know I get to upload a video and talk about something, talk with you about a topic, something that I'm experienced in or something that I'm interested in being experienced in. And that is a phenomenal way of holding myself accountable to this thing I've said I'm gonna do, this never quitting. Your big break moment will come at some point, and it's gonna look very different from everyone else's. That's what makes it awesome, is because it's yours. That's your career defining moment. This project, this video shoot, this photo session, whatever it is, this one client, this connection you made, it'll come at some point. You'll be in a totally different scenario than you ever thought you could be before you know it. And as long as you're ready for that moment, and as long as you never quit, it'll happen at some point. I hope this has been useful for you. I hope this is something that you can apply to your life, your career as it stands right now, and get a little bit better every day and stay consistent. I really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. Those of you that are watching every video every week, y'all are the best. I really appreciate you. If you'd like to stick around, you are welcome to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, as well as liking the video. That helps out my video and my channel tremendously. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I'll catch you later.